caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
Good morning, everybody. So I asked a really stupid question yesterday about how to cap off the heating core to the other radiator for your heating inside the cab. I figured it out. I was stupid yesterday and didn't really think about it, so I'm going to show you guys what I did to delete the heater and everything else inside the car. So I'm going to show you guys what I did today. So this thing is in the car. It's plugged in underneath the dashboard. As you can see, the radiator goes in it, fluid. This is the pipe that was connected like that, and this was down in here, bolted right there, where that it was bolted there and bolted on the bottom. All I did is unbolt it, and then I came over here where it was connected to this one, and I cut it about right here. So I cut it off, and then about down to here, about right here, I cut it again to cut this off, and then I just pulled this straight out, if I can now. So I just pulled it straight out. So this is the radiator connection for the little small radiator that's inside the car. So I just cut the pipe off, because honestly I don't need none of that shit. And what I did was I just took a rubber hose and just basically attached it to the actual where the radiator, the big one, connects. So it will just run all the way through and then back, and then basically a circle. So yes, there was a way for me to delete all of that. So this is my little ghetto bypass. Eventually I will go back in with steel, or not steel, but whatever. I'm gonna come back in with actual piping and come back in instead of this, because I don't know if the heat from this will melt this. Obviously it's not doing it to this one because it's been on here for a long time, so it should be fine. But eventually I will come back and get another piece of piping and run it down through and attach it to that, or just basically cut it there and put a cap on it and weld it on there, and same as for up here. But I don't know, I might just keep it that way. So that's my way of deleting the heat and everything inside the car. I just basically put pipe from here to the bottom. So that was pretty easy. And then, like I said, I had to unbolt all this too, the wiring harness and the other pipe right here. This was in my way, so as you can see I had to undo it and get it out of my way. I had to slowly bend it this way so I can get my ratchet and everything down in there, so I can undo that bolt that goes there and a bolt that goes there, and then put them back in. Obviously I had to undo it from here too and take that bolt out, that nut out, to get this out. So I was able to smooth it down, cut it nice and neat. Same with this one. These were in there pretty fucking good, so it took me a minute to get it out, but I got it out, got it all situated and taken care of. So my next task is to get all the wiring completed again. So other than that, I will be back later. So peace out, everybody. I'll be back. So like I said, I'm back. I had to go have some lunch with my wife, so I had lunch with her and came back out here and went ahead and took the top off the engine, and I'm gonna show you guys what else I did. I also did some sanding and some other shit, so I'm gonna show you guys what I did, and then after that I think I'm gonna call it a day, because it's pretty cold out here and I kind of want to go in and relax for a little bit before I have to go to work. So I'm gonna show you guys what's up. So here is the top, so everybody can see. All the seals are still in there. I got to take them out. I'm going to sand this whole entire thing down completely and clean it up, and probably put new hoses on it and everything else, and clean the inside real nice, and paint it up, put it back on the car. As you can see, the seal is still pretty good. I'm just going to keep the old seals and clean them up and put them back in there. So the seals are still good, even the circular ones. If I can pull one off. Okay, that's pretty on there. These seals have got to come off, so that way I can, there we go, clean it. But you can see these seals are basically brand new. They must have just switched these out, I don't know. But these are basically brand new seals still. So I'm going to take them off of there and clean them up. Clean the inside, because as you can see, there's gunk and shit in there. It looked like paint or something, I don't know. So I'm going to clean that shit up, and then, like I said, I'm just going to basically clean all this off, sand it all down, and then paint it, and probably do the logo too. I don't know. But I'm not going to set that over there. I might as well just set it on my chair and get the seal. And then for over here, as you can see, it just came right off. Couple of bolts. That was it. So that came right out. I think I'm going to actually clean the inside of this, because it's just, it doesn't look too, I mean, it looks really great, don't get me wrong, looks awesome, it's amazing how usually when I get a car that's pretty old, the inside just looks horrible and all gunked and junk and shit, but this is clean. So I'm gonna just take a rag and clean it all up, get all that oil out of there, put some fresh oil in it when I get everything back up and running again, get that taken care of. Probably taking this off too. That means I gotta drop this side of the engine to get this case off so I can get to my timing belt and everything else. I don't think I need a timing belt. I'm not for sure yet. I gotta look at that, and if I do, then whatever. Timing belts for this car is not that expensive. I already checked it. As for this, I'm going to take this off and get my fuel injections out of there, and probably sand it and clean it all up and spray that down too. As you can see, I did sand down to the bare metal. I think that's what I want to do, is get close to the metal as possible and spray it down all over again, brand new. As you can see, I got it all the way down to bare metal. So I think I'm going to do that to the whole entire car. Just get it straight down to metal, and then clean it, and then go ahead and prime it, and then do my color and whatnot. The color, I'm not going to say what it is. It's a new color. I thought I would like this white, but with it sitting in this garage, it just collects a lot of dust and it's just dirty, and I'm just sick and tired of cleaning it and everything else when it was painted and almost done. So yeah, the white's definitely gonna go, but it is gonna be still with the black color, but I'm not telling you what the other color is gonna be. So yeah, I'm gonna sand all this shit down, clean inside the cab, get all of that taken care of. Probably the cab would be the first thing I'll spray down and prime and paint, and then I'll put everything back in there and work on the wiring system and the new harness and everything else for inside the cab. I was thinking about going ahead and putting it all back in now, because I ordered some new wiring wired and whatnot, you know, all the colors I need. I'm thinking about putting it back in there and then seeing what I need and don't need and just cut it and get rid of it and delete it, and or just strip the whole thing and pull the whole thing out right to the fucking fuse boxes and just pull it all out. So I think I'm gonna do that too, and I still got to pull out all that wiring right there that goes into the back for the tail lights and the tag lights and blah blah blah. It's all back there, or I might just leave that there. I don't know yet. There's so many things to do, I mean, at least I have all winter to do it, but at the same time, I don't want to be out here all fucking day because it's cold as shit, and like I said like a million times, my little heater can only do so much. So, but I think when my wiring comes in the mail, I'm going to take this fuse box, the tail light blinkers, the headlights, and maybe all of this wiring inside so I can do it inside the house and not freeze to death. Oh, and then this of course was on top, so my spark plug wiring, I'm going to take all that apart and probably get brand new spark plugs and wiring and stuff, and probably spark plugs too on top of that, and get everything situated and get some new spark plugs down in those holes. So other than that, that's probably about it for today, because like I said, it's fucking cold, and I'd rather just be inside staying warm and doing some chores. I did a bunch of dishes today, oh yeah, and whatnot. So other than the car, that's probably about it. For the people that are waiting for me to do the aquarium, I think I'm going to start on that here pretty soon. So I might do a video on an update on the aquarium, so that way you guys know when I'm going to start on that actually. So other than that, everybody, peace out. I am fucking cold and I'm done for today. So peace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.